St Paul's Cathedral in the dark. Does, doesn't it? St Paul's Cathedral in the dark. Try and get it from the other side as well, because you'll be able to see the bit that's lit up a bit better. Can't believe I thought you wanted to come out for a little walk with your dad, and instead all you want is an Oreo milkshake.
No, I wanted to have a nice little walk across the Battersea Bridge.
Whatever.
Just saying whatever, because I actually did, and the Oreo McFlurry just came across my
McFlurry?
McSlim chicken.
McSlim chickens. Those well-known McSlim chickens. So this is a World War One. Is it a World War One or World War Two? It's World War Two, that, isn't it? World War Two monument. This is a memorial to. Oh no, it's firemen.
It's got all the names on it.
So this is a memorial to the brave firefighters of London. Oh yeah, yeah. So,
do you know anyone?
So this is the. So, this is. Oh look, get a good view of this. Yeah, it's the Home Army, isn't it? Who helped look after, put out all the fires during the Blitz of the Second World War. This is a statue in memorial to them, right outside St Paul's Cathedral. That's a good shot, that, Josh.
Cool.
You should have brought your camera. Loads of these bricks around, Josh. See these stones here? Yeah. They're from Cornwall and Wales. They were quarried to bring here to during Victorian times to help with the to block off the Thames, I think it is. And then more recently they were all taken out so that they could sort out the sewage and stuff like that. So this is the walk down from St Paul's Cathedral behind us, St Paul's Cathedral, and we're just taking a walk down to the Millennium Bridge, which is the first bridge over the Thames in about 100 years, is that right?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so. I think the last bridge before the Millennium Bridge was the Tower Bridge?
I mean, technically it was the Golden Jubilee Bridge, so that's not technically true.
Okay. This was the first bridge for about 100 years. Yeah. So this was the first new bridge for about 100 years. Now, okay, the Golden Jubilee Bridge has been done after this one, because see if you can guess when this one was built.
What, 2000?
Yeah.
The Golden Jubilee was, 2000. Oh, yeah.
You're whopper.
I don't even think it's that bouncy anymore.
No, I don't think it's bouncy anymore.
Because there was a lot of complaints and they redid it.
People were being sick apparently. This bridge was opened by. So this is the Millennium Bridge, and this plaque commemorates the dedication of the Millennium Bridge by Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II, back on the 2nd of May 2000. So it's coming up for its 25th birthday.
Yeah.
And over there on the other side, on the south bank, you can see the Tate Modern. Yeah. And we're going to be able to see. Oh, there's the Oxo Tower, look. All lit up, it looks cool lit up, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh, you can see the top of the London Eye as well.
Yeah.
There, it's in orange, see?
Oh, yeah.
No. I've never been on this bridge. Mummy's been on it.
I think the last time I went on it was before all the complaints about it being too bad.
Possibly. Yeah. It looks like the top bit should open up like a flower, doesn't it? So, from the Millennium Bridge, you can see all kinds of things. Actually, Josh, that orange thing over there isn't the London Eye at all, because there's the London Eye in purple there. So what is that orange thing over there?
I don't know. Maybe it's window.
God knows. Oh, interesting.
I can see the invasion of love locks.
I'm correcting myself in real time.
I can see the invasion of love locks has started on the bridge.
Oh God, yeah. Now there is an invasion of lovelocks. These are all quite new, which makes me think that they get taken off quite often.
Which is good.
Yeah, which is a very good idea, because their bridge in Paris, which is one of the first places that happened on, they had to take them all off because it was making the bridge too heavy.
It's like that one place in the Royal Albert Dock.
Yeah, you've got loads of them, haven't you, in the Albert Dock? And there's Tower Bridge down there. And then there's the Millennium, there's the Shard, which definitely looks like the top of it is going to open up to receive a beam from the aliens when our alien overlords come down to take us over. And I, for one, will greet my alien overlords with enthusiastic fever. I will bow down to you, alien overlords.
Look at that bridge over there. I don't know what that one's called.
That one there is London Bridge.
That's cool. Look. Weird how part of the shot just stops lighting up.
You can walk back over London Bridge if you want.
Yeah.
And over there, which we'll see a bit closer up in a minute, is Shakespeare's Globe, or the recreation of Shakespeare's Globe.
Or the recreation of the recreation of Shakespeare's Globe.
Yes.
Because it got burnt down like 4 times. And
I don't particularly I'm not a big fan of Shakespeare, because I think that language evolves, and I don't think we need to read Shakespeare's stories, because they're very good stories, and I don't think we need to read them in Elizabethan English. However, I would still like to go and see a play in Shakespeare's Globe, because I think it'd be pretty cool.
There's no seating for it, only if you
No.
think, it's
like a mezzanine around the top and a bit down. There's one in there's something in, I think it's in St Helens, that's a recreation of the Shakespeare's Globe as well, which I wouldn't mind. Maybe that would be a more realistic place for us to go and see a play.
Yeah.
I think Shakespeare would be disappointed that his plays were still being read in Elizabethan English, because he was a famous wordsmith. So he liked to evolve the English language. And if we were still using Elizabethan language, I think he'd be disappointed by that.
So, why are they still using the thatched roof even though it's being burnt down loads?
Because it's to be tradition.
I think it'd make more sense to use like metal wire that's been painted to look like.
Or maybe it is. Probably it might not be thatched, to be fair. We don't know. We didn't build it.
No. Also, it looks so small.
Wow.
When we're doing the horrible history talk,
No.
I didn't see it because it was just like,
Yeah. It is tiny.
Yeah. That's one.
That is quite the view across the Millennium Bridge to St Paul's Cathedral. Oh, that's a good shot, that. That's good, that, Tony. Right, so now we're on the south bank of the River Thames, and we're heading along here to something we mentioned a minute ago, which is Shakespeare's Globe. Now, the original Shakespeare's Globe burnt down when?
1666, I'm guessing.
I think it was before the fire, but I don't know when.
Yeah, the original burnt down, and then they rebuilt it, and then it burnt down in the Great Fire of London, I think, and they rebuilt it, and then it got shot, and then it burnt down by a cannon shot.
Yeah. So this is where Shakespeare's Globe is.
It's quite small, isn't it?
Shakespeare's Globe.
It's quite small. I guess that was pretty impressive for like Elizabethan times.
Yeah. So this reconstruction of Shakespeare's Globe was completed in 1997. And you're right, one of the original ones was burnt down because of pyrotechnics from a play in the 16th century. But the original was built in 1599, so nearly the 17th century, I guess.
No, that wouldn't be the 17th, that would be the 16th century.
No, 1599, then it would have been 1600, yeah. So nearly. See what it says over here on the blue plaque. In Elizabethan times.
That would have been impressive, but now it's just like...
Ah, Sam Wanamaker. A visionary who recreated the globe. Oh, he's the American guy who designed it for it.
Did he want to make it?
Gonna steal your joke, Josh. Definitely. So the reconstruction of Shakespeare's globe was done in 1997, and it was unfortunately Sam Wanamaker, who was the visionary who recreated Shakespeare's globe, according to his little blue plaque here, died before it actually got finished. It's disappointing because he obviously want to make it. Doesn't work, does it? No, it doesn't. It almost works. There's a joke there somewhere, isn't there? Definitely a joke there somewhere. I'm just not smart enough to be able to work it out. Oh no, it's not. It's not London Bridge at all, is it? Because London Bridge is a bit further down. I can see more bridges over underneath it, Josh. So is this Southwark Bridge, is it?
Yeah, that's Southwark.
Southwark.
Yeah, Southwark. And
Yeah,
then
you
Southwark.
call. That's how it's pronounced, Southwark.
And the next one is Railway Bridge, and then London Bridge.
Okay. Do you want to walk all the way down to London Bridge?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool.
But you can see on the map. You see how it turns there?
Yeah.
And they built it slightly to the left of it. So the original street would have gone straight down.
Yeah.
Instead of.
Oh right, cool.
That's on the bridge to see the apparently original piece of.
Oh yeah, see if we can find where it is.
Apparently, I mean, I'm not an expert, but I don't think a piece of wood in open air would have survived for 2,000 years.
It seems unlikely. Oh, there's a harpist.
Unless it was in submerged in mud. I don't think it would have survived. Unless it was submerged in mud, I don't think.
So yeah, but it could have been, and that might be why it survived. So that bridge there, with the orangey, pinky hue underneath it, that is Southwark Bridge. And then this one here is, what bridge is this one, Josh?
It's a railway bridge.
What's it called?
Cannon Street, maybe?
Cannon Street? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Cannon Street Railway Bridge.
Okay, so there's this Cannon Street Railway Bridge. And then after that, I think it's London Bridge after that, isn't it?
I think you might be right. Hold on. Let's just check. Yep, London Bridge.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
The last one.
Yeah, last one before Tower Bridge. And then Tower Bridge, which used to be the last bridge on the Thames. However, no, because the Queen Elizabeth Dartford Crossing Bridge, you remember the big tall one that goes over near where Grandad Steve lived, where I grew up?
I don't remember.
Oh right, well that's the last bridge now. And when I was a kid, it only used to be a tunnel. I can't remember when the bridge was built. I think it was in the 90s. But that's the last bridge on the Thames. Yeah, I like how the buildings are underneath, like the archways of the bridges. I like when they utilise the space for things like that. He's doing. Do you reckon he's doing a ghost tour?
That's why I like that little.
The Clink Prison Museum. So that's one of the first prisons. Remember they mentioned it in there. So there you go, the Clink, the most notorious medieval prison, voted by the people. Oh, that's nice. Probably voted by the inmates.
1144.
Yep.
So.
Come on. Let's say a joke about how I was alive when. Was I a guard? Was I an inmate? Was I.
No.
So this down here is the Great Hall. So these ruins are all that remain of the palace of the powerful bishops of Winchester. This was one of the largest and most important buildings in medieval London.
Oh yeah, there's the ruins up there.
Yeah, you can see. Do you know what you can see there that the wall of the Great Hall
Yep.
has been built next to a wall of a more modern building,
Yeah.
so it's never going to come down now, is it?
No.
And up there you can see the big like where I don't know whether that would have been stained glass or what up there.
It probably would
Yeah.
have been.
Ah, here's the Golden Hind.
I was going to say it's the old pirates, but it's not. It's only about your age.
My fake age, eh, Josh? So this is the Golden Hind, or more accurately, a reproduction of the Golden Hind, which is the ship that Sir Francis Drake used to circumnavigate the globe. I think we have to go this way, if I remember rightly.
I'm confident there is at least 3 old Thameside inns.
Yeah, I reckon so as well, Josh.
See how we circumnavigate the globe.
Hmm?
You can see how we.
Yeah.
the path.
Who was the first person to circumnavigate the globe?
Sir Francis Drake.
No, was it? No, I don't think it was.
It's probably
No, it was a Portuguese. It was a Portuguese guy. It wasn't Ferdinand Magellan, even though Ferdinand Magellan was the main officer on the circumnavigation. It was one of his underlings because Magellan died before he managed to get all the way back.
Oh.
It's unfortunate, isn't it? Me and Mummy queued all the way along here, you know. I remember this bit of the queuing.
It must have been exhausting standing on the cobbled path for hours.
Yeah. I can't imagine you or Ollie would have stood that long.
Was it like constantly moving?
Yeah, it wasn't. We weren't happy face bollards. It wasn't. So it was like 14 hours, but it didn't feel like 14 hours because there was lots of things to see along the Thames, obviously, and then there was also we were talking to people in the queue. So you got to converse with different people. Oh, we need to go up because we need to go onto the bridge, don't we?
So it wasn't so. So was it like constant movement, or were they only let like a certain amount of people in?
Yeah. So it was. You stopped for a while, and then you'd move for a bit, and then you stopped for a while, and then you moved for a bit, and then you stopped for a while, and then you moved for a bit. See, a lot of these pubs are only open during the week.
During like Friday nights.
Yeah, during the times when, because not so much now, because there's more people living in the city than there used to be. But when I was younger, like especially Docklands, see that bit of corner where we were, where we went to see the Minecraft experience. There never used to be anybody in, never used to be as many houses around there. So nothing was open. All the pubs and the restaurants and stuff were all closed all weekend. Shopping centre was closed all weekend as well. What's that on the floor? That's cool.
The Roman thing is just up here.
You reckon? Let's go and have a look then. So this is where, underneath the bridge is where the oh look, there's the London Bridge experience. I'm sure the London Dungeons used to be underneath here, you know, before they moved up along the South Bank. Probably right there where the London Bridge experience is. Oh my God.
Let me look how far it is.
There's a pirate in his gibbet. Look. So now we're heading up to London Bridge, not Southwark Bridge, which we thought was London Bridge a minute ago because we're idiots. It's a bit busier up here. So now we're heading across London Bridge. And over here on the river itself we can see Tower Bridge, which is, I would say, the prettiest bridge in the world.
So I guarantee some people are going to argue who lose the Golden Hinde.
Yeah, I disagree. I think this is the
Golden Gate Bridge
prettiest.
is just a slab of iron, isn't it?
Yeah. The Golden Gate Bridge has its positives, but I don't think it's as nice as Tower Bridge.
No, I'm not a huge fan of Golden Gate Bridge.
Do you not?
It's just a big slab of iron.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's just any normal regular bridge, but for some reason it's famous.
I like the Sydney Harbour Bridge, that's nice. And then you can see Tower of London next to it as well. And we can also see the HMS Belfast right in front of it. And a police boat coming down the river by the looks of things. I can't imagine it's not a police boat this time of night.
You see on the chart there, you can see where the observation
Yeah, where the observation decks are. So if you look up here in the Shard, you can just about make out the observation decks.
At the very bottom of the weather line.
I do love that view. I think it's great. It's a really nice view. It's really nice, it is. Is it as nice as some chicken fingers from Raising Cane's? Who knows? But it's still really nice. This stone here is a remaining part of London Stone, which once stood in the middle of Cannon Street, just to the west of where I'm stood right now. No one knows what it's actually for, but it's probably Roman, because there were some Roman buildings that lay to the south, and it was already called Roman's London Stone in the 12th century. It became an important city landmark. In 1450, a leader of the rebellion, Jack Cade, against the corrupt government of Henry VI, struck it with his sword and claimed to be the Lord of London. Cool.
Apparently.
So we're back. We've done our little walk. We can go to the middle, Josh. And we're back round to where we stopped. Been round our walk now. We're back at St Paul's Cathedral. Just going to have a little walk through the churchyard. See some of the rose garden down here. Look at that. How pretty is that? Should have seen that in the daylight, shouldn't we? Maybe we see it tomorrow morning. Oh, there's some water fountains over there as well. Yeah, they should be. And then there's St Paul's, resplendent in all its glory. Yeah, it looks massive, doesn't it, when you're underneath it? So that's the end of our little walk around the Thames and St Paul's. Been quite pleasant. Hope we might have learned some things. We might have told you some lies. We don't know, because we're not historians. We just try and remember what we remember. Just finished our little walk around London in the evening. It's been quite a pleasant little trip. And quite nice, yeah, quite nice. I hope you've enjoyed what we've discussed, what we've talked about, and I hope you don't take everything we've said to heart, and check your sources, because I certainly haven't checked mine, so apologies. My final say goodbye to final good night, which is get out there and explore your world. We're going to make one final stop on our little walk around London, around St Paul's and the Thames. And that is at Slim Chickens, because Josh is rather desperate to have an Oreo milkshake at Slim Chickens, which is definitely one of the better chicken restaurants. You have been watching Munchy Road Hippopotamus. Thank you for joining us in our adventures. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy our channel, and tell us about any adventures that you have in the comments below. Get out there and explore your world.